Hi everyone, it's Chastity Ramos, your host for today for All About Love podcast. What's love got to do with it? Well, today we're going to talk about love, what it means to us, and what it meant to Bell Hooks. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Enjoy. A devaluation of black womanhood occurred as a result of the sexual exploitation of black women during slavery that is not altered in the course of hundreds of years, she wrote. That was a quote from Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks. The words pretty much speak for themselves. Who is Bell Hooks? Bell Hooks is a black feminist who had an inclusive view of women's rights and was passionate about the key to fighting for women's rights and what that means. It means to take into account the diverse experiences of working class and black women. Ain't I a Woman wasn't the only literary piece that Hooks insightfully created, but All About Love offers radical new ways to think about love, self-love, and how to show interconnectedness both within ourselves and with our relationships. I think it's an original approach to showing how love heals the wounds we experience as individuals and as a nation, and that compassion and forgiveness hold the power to overcome shame or traumas from our early childhoods. I think Hooks was intentional about unraveling the intensity of these traumas as an oppressed population. What is Bell Hooks' definition of love? Bell Hooks believes that love is an act of will, and to love is to choose to love. She describes it as more than a feeling. Love is the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. Love is as love does. Love is an act of will, namely both an intention and an action. We may ask ourselves, what is the secret recipe to love? What are all its necessary ingredients? Well, according to Bell Hooks, the most important components of love can be illustrated through the following quotes. To begin by always thinking of love as an action rather than a feeling is one way in which anyone using the word in this manner automatically assumes accountability and responsibility. Love is as love does, and it is our responsibility to give children love. When we love children and we acknowledge by our every action that they are not property, that they have rights, that we respect and uphold their rights, without justice there cannot be no love. When we can see ourselves as we truly are and accept ourselves, we build the necessary foundation for self-love. Self-love cannot flourish in isolation. I think we're all trying to find genuine love in our life, and Bell Hooks describes it as a combination of care, commitment, trust, knowledge, responsibility, and respect. To me, my definition of love is that love is a continuous state of being rather than just a feeling. Just like we choose life every day when we wake up, love, true love in all its forms, never runs out. It is continuous, and it shows you the best parts of people and things. Some people might ask, do you agree with Hooks? How would you extend Hooks' discussion on love? So I think that everyone has their own definition of love. Bell Hooks offered love through her lens, and it will change depending on who you are and your experiences, because the concept of love is something that is malleable. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of situation. I would say that love in its most rawest form is honesty and it's compassion for not only the role you've created for someone in your life, but who they are as a person, an individual, taking into account their flaws. Genuine love will flow freely in connections that will help you be the best version of yourself. Navigating through love is never an easy feat, and love makes us feel so many different things. I navigate love by being honest with myself and what I want, and who I want to be in my love. Love makes me feel warm, grounded, fuzzy inside. It makes me feel connected to this extension of love. We all have our own moments of when we first experienced love, whether it was with our parents or the boy or girl down the street who you had a crush on and that you thought that was your first love. But for me, I first experienced love with my parents. Their love between each other showed me the dark side of love. It showed me the kind of love I didn't want. I didn't want confusing, mixed up, and hurting love. I wanted healthy love, even though I was too young to truly know what that meant. I felt like their love for me intertwined with the love they lacked for each other, and it made it difficult to discern the true essence of a consistently beautiful love. I learned many things about love. I learned that love can be shown in different ways, and the ways in which they're shown is dependent on everyone's individual love language and the way they communicate their own love. I've also learned that with romantic love, your heart can be in more than one place. The strings that once connected someone with someone else can be tied, cut, or repaired, and nothing is set in stone. For me, I demonstrate my love by being helpful, showing affection, being understanding, by actively listening, by being there and being present. There isn't a guidebook on life or love, and so I'm still learning how to show love in better and healthier ways. My energy is love, it's thoughtfulness and deep caring. I want to thank you all for tuning in on All About Love podcast. I hope you all walked away with a new perspective on love, if not, just extending your own perspective on love, because love is important. It makes the world go round. So, thank you.